What's up, everybody? It's Ghost here, and welcome to the... How many of these have we done? I don't know. A new Outcast podcast, and I'm here, of course, your host, Ghost. And I'm here with DJ Rubinator.
What's up, guys?
And the one and only Ace of Spades.
Hello.
Oh my god. And today we're going to talk about ports, remakes, remasters, reimaginings, whatever. You know what it is. We use remake as kind of an umbrella term for all these things. Of course, they mean different things, but just for us to communicate better, I guess we're going to use that as an umbrella term. So, what game would you guys like to see be remastered, remade, fucking imagined, I guess? One of those. Which games would be cool?
Well, there are a lot of games that needed to be reworked or remastered, like all these successful old games that have not got attention lately. But if I would have to pick a game that needed to be remastered, I would go for SSX Tricky.
Yeah?
It's a snowboarding game that has been out for quite a while now. It was released on platforms like the original Xbox, PlayStation 2, and the Nintendo GameCube. But it's like my favorite one of all the SSX games, and there have not been a lot of sequels yet, and the sequels that have come out aren't as good.
Okay.
The reason I say that is because, well, I honestly really don't know, but it's not like it's amazingly different how the sequels worked, and the art and graphics only got better, but the way they presented the SSX Tricky was just, well, a lot better than the other ones, and I think they need to remake that specific game with the art they have now.
Okay.
However, it's by EA, so you probably have to pay €5 for every single character to be unlocked.
And different skins for snowboards, I guess, and outfits for your characters. $5, everything. That's EA. Okay, so that's a good entry, I guess. DJ Rubinator, do you have a game that you would like to see be remade, or?
Yes, I would like to see Midnight Club version 2 be remastered.
I think I have that game. Yeah.
That's a racing game.
Yes, Midnight Club 2 for the original Xbox.
Well, I've had for the PC, but I would really like to see it remastered or see a new version of it, like Midnight Club 3, for example.
Okay, that's kind of good.
So for a new version.
Okay, well, those are some good entries, but I think mine is very good as well. I think
Halo 2. No.
no, it's already been done. I think there are some elements of Mario Kart Double Dash that were really fun, like the mechanic of 2 people on 1 kart. I thought was really awesome, so I think they should either remake that game or put that element into the next one, because I remember having some friends over, and then one of us drives and one of us throws the items, and it was really fun. So
yeah, I can remember that.
Yeah, that was great.
We did that.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I think that one would be really cool to see remade. Also, there are a couple Sonic games I would like to see remade. Yes, I'm a Sonic fanboy. I don't care, okay?
We already knew that.
Yes.
That's because why you want that.
Yes, and the games in specifically are Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2, and those two are basically just the graphics and maybe some mechanic fixes, I guess. Just bug fixes in general, I guess. But this one is Sonic the Hedgehog from 2006, in short, Sonic 06, which the mechanics were so bad. It was unplayable. So many glitches. They had to rush the game. So I think that they should give that game another chance and fix those things. Maybe get the graphics up a little bit as well. But that game kind of looked fine, I think. Maybe fix some continuity errors in the story, and I think that would be a great Sonic game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally haven't played it, but I think it would be really awesome. Someone is like blowing into their mic.
It's not me.
So, yeah, sorry about
Definitely
that.
not me.
But yeah, I think that those will be cool to see remastered. Let me look at my game library to see if there's any other games.
Well, probably.
Well, while we're at it, let me just talk about a game that almost everybody I know wants to be remastered or whatever.
Yeah.
And there have even been a lot of theories going around that it's going to be a new Switch game,
Which
Okay.
one?
which is the remaster of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, kind of like
Since-
the Omega Ruby thing.
Yeah, and they also did Gold and Silver with Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
And a
now
Fire
they
Red. Yes. Fire Red,
Yes.
Leaf Blue, Green.
and then obviously the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yes.
So next in line is
is
going to be
Diamond and
Pokemon Diamond and
Pearl.
Pearl.
I guess that would kind of make sense. But
And
yeah, I
yeah,
think
go ahead.
why? Because fire. Why do they never make the third game with that? Because there isn't really a electric yellow, or I guess.
What?
Like from Fire Red and Leaf Green, there's not like the yellow version isn't remastered.
Well, that's probably because the third installment is a kind of remaster to begin with. It's a little different because they changed a lot of elements to the actual game. But I think that they were afraid to get an even worse reputation in being greedy if they remade 3 games, or maybe there's another reason that I or nobody knows.
Yeah. They've kind of stopped making the third game in the last few gens,
Yeah,
I guess.
We haven't had a Pokemon Z, nor did we have like a Pokemon Stars or something.
Yeah. That's kind of
Black or White, we didn't have Pokemon Gray either.
Yeah,
I think the last one was Platinum.
that's a while back. Isn't that like 2007 or something?
2008, I'm pretty sure, which is also a thing. People expected the Pokemon Pearl and Diamond remakes 10 years after the official release, or around that time at least.
But that's...
That should be very soon. Which is why a lot of people think that the announced Pokemon Switch game is going to be a remake of Diamond and Pearl. Which I personally don't think. I think it's something completely different from what everybody's expecting.
How many Pokemon games did they announce for the Switch? 2, right?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was only 1. So maybe there's a new
There was
generation
an
and a
RPG they
remake.
were doing, and I think it was...
Wasn't that Detective Pikachu?
Hmm?
I don't know what that was about. I know there is
I
something
know
called
they
Detective
announced an
Pikachu.
RPG, but if that's what they mean, I hope they're not gonna do that, because I would love to see, we've been over this in past podcasts, like an awesome 3D RPG type Pokemon game.
Yeah, I really wish they'd do something similar to what the current 3DS is, but then more open world like.
Yeah, like not in a linear path like the usual Pokemon games. I guess they've tried to switch it up lately, which is cool, but it's still not really open world, I guess. It's basically just one big line you go in.
I wanted to have it kind of like Pokemon XD, where you can like walk around, but instead of walking in bushes to find Pokemon, the Pokemon are actually walking around, and you can actually see them and interact with them.
That would
rather
be kind
than,
of cool. Or you could actually see them walk... Wait, do you mean you can see them walking around in that tall grass, or just everywhere?
Well, kind of everywhere. They are already over. So Jesus Christ, they're already everywhere in the actual game, like in houses and whatever. But I do mean like in the tall grass, you can actually see the Pokemon walking around,
Yeah.
and it's easier to either avoid them or interact with them, rather than it being random.
Yes, but wouldn't that kind of make it like there are a lot of Pokemon everywhere?
Well, they could change that up. I mean,
I guess
if they're
that's
already changing up the system so much, they could easily do that.
up to Nintendo to decide.
That's kind of ruin the surprise, though.
Hmm.
So I guess those are kind of the games we want to see remade. Any more entries in this list, or?
Well, there are a lot, but I don't think I can think of everyone right off the bat.
Yeah, same. If I think of one, I'll say it soon. Okay, so next up, I guess ports. Want to see any games ported to newer systems? Great games, or it's kind of the same story with the remasters.
I think it's kind of like the popular games everybody expects. Most of them already have, like all the. Well, the Halo games kind of got a remaster with Master Chief Collection.
Only two
Uh,
though.
No.
Yes.
Oh, Halo 1 and 2. Well,
Well, one got remastered a while ago in its 10th anniversary. They didn't do another remaster for.
I thought they did another one.
No, only two.
And
Because
the other spin-off games also got backwards compatible. They didn't release like the Halo Reach and ODST on the Xbox One, but they are backwards compatible, right?
Halo Reach and Odyssey, yes. All the Halo games are backwards. Not sure about Wars though, but I know you can get that in Halo Wars 2 something edition. So they're all pretty much playable on the Xbox One at this point, so
Well, I would like to see, once again, with the Pokemon shit, I want to see Pokemon games on the DS released on the Switch. Like, rather than just a new game.
I guess, but
But if they are planning on remaking Pokemon Diamond and Pearl on the Switch, I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure because it was already confirmed that the DS line is done, right?
Not sure if they confirmed it, but I'm pretty sure at this point that it is.
Yeah, because they kind of combined their home console with their handheld with the Switch. So I think they're gonna only focus on that right now. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's kind of
Well, I personally think it is, since, well, the Nintendo Switch is kind of a handheld too, so
yeah, in a sense.
why create a 3DS game?
But I need a second screen. No, go ahead.
Oh, I kind of made my point already.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's kind of unnecessary to create a game on both. Now, well, they could still create it on both platforms, certain games.
Yeah, I guess, but I think the Switch is way more powerful though, so because the Switch can run games like Breath of the Wild, and I don't think a 3DS could handle that.
No.
Yeah, surely they can.
So yeah, I don't know how they do it. I think it's done, like you said. But yeah, I guess rest in peace the DS line, next to the Game Boy line, next to the Game & Watch line, I guess. But yeah, I think the Pokemon games should be released on the Switch. I'm not sure how they would go about it, because you can't really insert a DS cartridge in the
No,
Switch.
you can't. It's a special cartridge.
Yeah.
What goes in it.
So I guess they would be digital, because I don't think they would make new cartridges for the old
You mean
ones,
by digital by code?
for instance, or just download via the store on the Switch.
Yeah, with the code, what you can get.
They were kind of trying to do something like that on the actual DS with the whole Pokemon Crystal, Gold and
Yes.
Silver download codes. So
Yes.
they might just do that on the Switch from the. No, well, I don't think they'll do it from the 3DS to the Switch, because that's kind of a stretch with how Pokemon games interact.
Yeah, I don't really know how they would do that. Like you said,
To be honest, I doubt they'll do that. It's
because
just
you need a second screen for the Pokemon games.
well, they could
Because
very well.
I guess the old
No,
ones
no.
you don't, the Game Boy ones, but like the DS ones, you need them to access your inventory and stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
On the Wii U is kind of perfect for that if you think about it, because you could have your main screen on the TV and then the second one on your gamepad. But I guess that's too late now since that cycle is gone.
It could have been, but well, it would still be very hard to program all of the mechanics into an actual completely different console.
Yeah, I guess, but I guess it's not as hard as making a whole new game. But yeah, I think that would be cool, but I don't think they will do that. If they do, great, but yeah.
Right.
So I guess since we're talking about ports and old games, let's go to the opposite part. Are you guys expecting any sequels of some games, or do you want some sequels of some games? I think a new Zelda would be great.
You've been getting into Zelda lately, right?
Yeah, I've been researching Zelda a little bit.
Yeah.
I have 2 games now, I guess. I have
Which ones?
I have Wind Waker for the GameCube, and
Yeah.
and I have Link's Crossbow Training for the Wii, which is not really a game. I think it's more of a
It's more like
a trial, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
But I saw it and I was like, why not? So I bought it.
That's the most boring Zelda game of all time. What I find, other people can find it differently, but
Yeah, sure. But
I find it very boring.
it has Link on it. It was cheap.
Yeah.
I bought it. That's how I got it. So yeah, I think a new Zelda would be great, but I still want to collect all the old ones, even though they're very expensive.
But you haven't yet played Breath of the Wild, so.
No, but I also do
maybe-
not have a Switch.
Yeah. But maybe you have to start with that one.
But that's the most recent one. Why wouldn't I start with
Yes,
like, the
because
first
you
one?
were. Yes, but because you were asking about a new Zelda game, and you haven't played the new Zelda game yet.
He hasn't even
Well-
played the first one.
I was kind of It was kind of a joking thing, but I would like to see a new Zelda, of course. But
But it's pretty obvious that
yeah,
in the
exactly.
near future it's gonna come out just like Pokemon, just like Mario, just like everything that's
Yeah.
popular.
Well,
Exactly.
you hope so and you think so, but in reality, it might not be coming. Well, oh my God, what was I trying to say?
I don't know, because why would Nintendo not produce any more games for their most popular
Well-
series?
I don't know if Nintendo is going to continue making more Zelda games, because I think this one is quite a good Zelda game. But yeah, there are some imperfections in the game.
Bro,
That
The
may-
Legend of
may-
Zelda Breath of the Wild is seen as the best Zelda game
Yes,
yet.
but there are some annoying
Yeah, but every game has that. I think,
yeah,
of course they're gonna make a new Zelda.
like
bruh.
the weapon durability is like crazy, like really insane. Like it's
Yes, but
almost every sword is very fragile, and you can't
Cunt.
repair.
I was about to say that.
But bro,
Bliss.
it has the best reviews ever. I think it's seen as the best Zelda game. It has probably the most sales ever of a Zelda
Well,
game.
I find it that it is the best one till now, but there are still some imperfections.
Okay, DJ Rubinator hates the Breath of the Wild. Go,
No,
go,
I
go
don't
send hate to his channel right now.
No, I love Zelda games, really.
Okay.
But,
You
yeah.
know which one I do want to play? Twilight Princess. That seems pretty cool. And
That one is a really good one as well.
yeah, there's one on the Wii U. They ported it. That
No.
game is ported a lot. It started on the GameCube, then they ported to the Wii, then
No,
they ported
it's
to the
just-
Wii U.
No, it did not start on the GameCube. It started on the N64.
Are you sure about
Was
that?
it? Yeah.
I'm talking
Quite
about
sure.
Twilight Princess, eh?
Yes.
Zelda Twilight
Oh,
Princess.
wait, Twilight Princess. Oh
It's-
shit.
Started on the GameCube.
Yeah.
And you said you were a Zelda fan. What's in? And
Sorry, I don't know my gaming devices.
But yeah, I do want to start with like the N64 ones because the ones before that I think are fun as well. They look fun, but they're not in 3D, and it's kind of at this point to go back to those 2D games for me at least is kind of like why it's kind of strange because it doesn't really feel like a complete game. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I hope you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand.
Because yeah, I don't know. But Zelda seems very fun. I like RPGs, so.
Hmm.
And I think there, of course, there are the fanboys that say Zelda's the best RPG ever, but
Well, even newer people that tried Zelda for the first time, like with the release of the new Breath of the Wild, will probably say, "Well, this is very good. I like it," and that kind of stuff. But yeah,
okay. So
Yes.
I'm gonna try that as well. Yeah. Anything else you wanna talk about? Because I guess we kind of went through that pretty fast. I think.
I think most of the games I really want to see a sequel on have already been announced to be. Like I heard a lot of rumors about Soul Calibur 6 being released. I'm pretty sure that's actually coming out very soon.
You know which one I would like to see? I'm just
Well?
reminded of it. A sequel to Shadow of War.
You got it.
yeah, you
Oh,
got out.
Oh, sorry. Wait a sec. I'll rejoin real quick. I'm back. I would like to see a sequel to Shadow of War, like a third one in the game.
Why?
Why? Because it's a good game and I want to see it. I like it. Why not?
It sounded so aggressive. Why?
Like, do you hate everything?
No.
Because it's a good game, okay?
Yeah, but
Hopefully-
But it's pretty
Why?
recent, is it?
yeah, what's the reason?
It's well, I've 100%ed it and I want to play more. Okay, that's why. I'm waiting for the DLC. Okay.
Okay.
Is it made by EA?
No,
Sure.
it's made by, I think, Monolith Studios. Yes, Monolith
I knew it wasn't made by EA, but
and Warner Bros. So yeah, I would like to see a sequel to that because the story isn't finished and I want to see the rest of the story.
But and why do you feel the story is not finished?
Well,
we're not gonna talk about spoilers right here.
yes, let's not talk about spoilers. I'll tell you maybe after the podcast if you really want to know. But it's not finished yet because it's not.
Dum,
It's
dum,
just
dum.
not. God damn it! You know what? Another game I would like to see a sequel on.
Well,
Doom.
I-
Like
Should there be a sequel? Is there gonna be a sequel? Is it most likely?
they haven't announced anything. I know a lot of people like Doom, so they got
Yeah, I
great
know.
reviews. So I think there very well could be one, but I'm not sure.
you got out again.
Maybe then.
No,
Maybe it's you.
I'm not sure how they're gonna approach a sequel to a game. Maybe updated graphics, but Doom isn't very famous for their amazing graphics or anything.
No, but it has a fun campaign and the multiplayer's fun.
Yeah, of course, but
How's the story mode though?
I'm starting to think
There is a
if they would
story.
have, I'm starting to think if they would make a sequel, what exactly they would do. Should they make a completely new story or whatever?
Let's
Because
talk
it's
about-
more based on fun, right?
Let's talk about how to make a good sequel first, because I think that's kind of important in this. A
Yeah.
good sequel should be, if we're talking about a good game, you have to improve, make it bigger, better, challenging, but don't change it up too much, I guess.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't feel like the same game, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, and how long should the sequel there?
What?
Like how long should you play or been able to play that sequel. Like a game you can play in 1 hour, but some games you have to take a few days to finally end that sequel.
I think a
Okay.
game should be at least like 8 hours at the very minimal.
Uh-huh.
It kind of depends on what kind of game we're talking about. Because if we're talking about a game like Call of Duty that is mostly based on online play, the story doesn't really matter too much.
Okay. Then I guess we're talking about story-based games. I think it should at least be 8 hours for the story.
That's pretty short for a game too.
Yeah.
I like I said, at the very minimum, 8 hours, because that's kind of short.
Okay, but for the very maximum.
Oh, I think they can make it as well, not as big as they want.
No,
Maybe
because then
at,
it would be annoying.
at max, I think like maybe 50 to 100 hours. I think that would, but that's a very large game. Like The Witcher was 50 hours.
Well, that's something like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, the Breath of the Wild is very big indeed.
Yeah.
I heard that. But yeah. So, yeah. A Doom sequel would be great. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because the gameplay was very fun. Maybe they could add in some new glory kills, have some new weapons, of course, new maps, new character models, new armor, new everything. Of course, continuing the story, maybe tell a whole new story. Yeah, make it a bigger, like the missions bigger, longer, more filled with. I think they should put more story into it because it's not really that story heavy. You're not gonna find a very deep story in it. I think they should do something like that in Doom. That would be great.
Okay.
Then I also wanted to talk about Destiny 3. What do you think of that?
I don't know.
I think they should finish the game before releasing it. That's already a fairly big point.
EA.
Yeah.
They should add an actual story, not whatever they try to sell as a story.
Yes. Also, I think they shouldn't screw over the fans with false advertisement. I mean, that sounds really Bungie, but a Halo 5, a 343 did that with Halo 5. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
So,
Are there any games we would like to see reworked or changed? Like a sequel that's so bad that you want them to like
oh,
pretend like that never happened and just create a completely new one.
So it will be good.
so like a replacement or a
So
huge
it's not
update?
Halo 5, basically.
They should just get Halo 4 and 5 out of the canon, if you're asking me. But I guess they could update Halo 5 a bit, like with the story, make it a new story, maybe a new campaign line, I guess. But I don't think they're gonna do that. They're focused on Halo 6 right now.
I think they should put a new movie of that game.
Of Halo?
Yeah.
There's a TV series coming.
Really?
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
Wait, I think it was by. I don't want to say the wrong name here. Halo TV series. It's by Spielberg.
Holy.
Whoa.
How come I didn't know that?
It's from 2019 onward, I think. It says here. Okay. It's
What?
on IMDb.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not the right picture, but still. But it is coming, so.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so.
I'm looking forward to that then.
Yep. Any other things in gaming you would like to see changed or different or?
Something completely irrelevant to what we've been talking about before. I'd like to. But there are a lot of games that are only released in a specific region that are very hard to get in the Netherlands or anywhere else.
Like the Japanese exclusives?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how
It's
did
all-
I know?
Always.
But yeah, I think you made a good point because there are good games in in
Japan.
Japan, I guess, which we have never even heard of because they're
Yeah.
only in Japan unless you like research them.
Yeah.
But
Or in general, there are there are a lot of games that are very hard to get, even if they were released here.
mhm.
I really want to have the Korean The House DS game. No, but in all seriousness, that is kind of something I want to see change. That there are
I
the
think
games they made should be more available.
I think
Yes.
if you make a game, it should be. I think regions are kind of bullshit in the first place. Why is there a PAL region, Japanese region, and a US region? Why isn't it just
Isn't
everywhere?
that to stop people from importing games?
But why
Because
is that
they're
a problem?
cheaper. Because they're cheaper in another region, and the government doesn't get money from it.
Yeah.
Well then, but I can still buy a game from the US and play it on my PS4. So yes, I bought a PS4, guys. Hype.
Today, actually.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Rubinator for
Well,
show-
not-
for showing me the way.
Yeah.
So
Good meme.
his channel
But-
will
but,
be in the
I-
description.
Yeah, thank you very much. But
Yes. You'll probably see a pickups video of that with Kevin probably soon. We're gonna show some stuff. We've been on kind of a road trip, so
yeah, but you will not see the road trip, actually, because we didn't film today.
Hey,
I wasn't talking about that road trip, but I did film a little bit though. When you went to the toilet at McDonald's.
Really?
Yes, because I'm an introverted fuck, okay? I'm nervous when I film. And it wasn't really
That's showing up on video.
it's not really, yeah, and it wasn't really like I was talking to the camera. I just filmed what I bought, lol.
Right.
So you guys will see a pickup video with Kevin soon.
Oh, and you probably will show all the junk in my car, right?
Well, no.
Oh, very well.
Okay. So yeah, that's kind of great. I have a few games here, which are awesome. I'm also gonna show some CDs I bought. There's some great CDs.
Well, shall we tell the viewers a little bit about our weekend?
Sure, go ahead. Well, the weekend has just started, but all right.
Well, this week then.
Okay.
Well, I've been to the motor show yesterday. So, yeah, and school and work, and that's it.
Okay, good story. That's a very great story, Mark. Yeah.
GG.
My
but then
weekend-
we should talk about our week, which especially
Yeah.
yesterday was pretty fun, except the walking.
Oh my
But-
god, I have some fucking, I don't know, I think they're called blisters on my foot.
Yes, same here. Today
Well-
I walked again, and they hurt like hell.
Why did you walk then?
Because we wanted to go past every single used product, well, not...
Second-hand store?
Yeah. And, that's the road trip I was talking about. That's what we're gonna show
Oh,
in the
that
video,
one.
so,
Right.
yeah.
But
So,
why did you walk? You have a bicycle, right?
Yes, I do.
Because you live
But
in
I
the
don't.
Netherlands, and all Netherlands people ride bicycle.
Except Kevin!
Whoa!
Because I don't live in a good neighborhood, and fucktards steal my bike again.
Well, you
Yeah.
probably are not using the right method.
You're not
How
using
to
the
lock
right
your
method.
I'm
bicycle.
putting it in my basement, and then breaking open my basement door to get my fucking bike out of it.
Yeah,
Well, that's retarded.
yes it is. But
Welcome
anyway,
to the Netherlands.
fuck.
And we don't even live in Amsterdam.
You're gonna get some hate, bro. Don't be racist like that.
Come at me, bruh!
Oh shit. Don't be calling these people.
Sorry, people. Sorry, I don't mean that. But yeah, mostly in Europe, bicycles will be stolen.
Okay, I guess. So, any other topics we think are interesting at the moment?
I don't know. How about you?
I think we covered a lot of the things we wanted to talk about and things that we could talk about. I mean, we could talk a little bit about the DLC, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Okay, what do you think of DLC?
It really depends on the DLC, as long as it's not like sold specifically to finish a story. I think a DLC should be more side quest based than main story based,
I
which is
guess.
something a lot of games lack of because they try to cut a little bit of the end of the game simply to sell a DLC and make sure
That
everybody.
would be Star Wars Battlefront 2. Got it. No, well, I don't think it's DLC actually. I think they just give you the campaign later, which is kind of weird. But yeah, what do you think of DLC in games like Destiny?
What exactly does the DLC give in that game? I really don't know.
Probably a couple missions, a couple strikes, which are basically missions without story. A raid, which is a longer mission with very difficult puzzles, and
I kind of think that's what DLC should be.
but
It should be
but should it also take away options if you don't have the DLC?
No.
Well, that's exactly what Destiny did, because when the DLC came out, I don't have it, I can't play Strikes anymore. Because you need the Born of Osiris. Oh no, Born of Osiris is a band, sorry. The Osiris DLC, I think. I think that's what it's called. But because I don't have it, I can't play Raids right now. Or Strikes.
That's pretty stupid.
I also can't play some multiplayer things. The
That
populace.
just that just doesn't make sense.
You did it again, Bungie! You did it again! Fuck. So, yeah, I'm not buying that DLC because I don't want to support that kind of behavior. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think of DLC in, like, Call of Duty?
Those are most likely map packs, right?
Yes,
Oh,
pretty
at
much
this-
4 new maps, maybe a 5th one, because there's a new game mode.
I can understand that.
But is that worth 15 euros?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have in the old games, you had like Halo games that had specific map pack games that were like 10 extra maps for like that same price.
Halo 2 did that great. Going back to Halo 2, they released a map pack, which is actually a physical disc, with like double the amount of maps. So you basically get the same amount of maps you already had in your game. So that's awesome, and there were some great maps on that. There's Warlock, Relic, awesome game, or awesome maps.
Maps.
Extension.
But then there are also DLCs like Shadow of War, which basically tell a different story from the perspective of a different character you have met in the main campaign. So I guess that's kind of cool. I don't
Okay.
know how much that is. I think it's also like 15, which is, I guess, worth it because it's a complete new storyline. It's not that long. It's like, I think I spent like 8 hours into that. Well, maybe a little shorter, but it's not that long. But
Alright.
that's my point. There are also some side quests in that which I have also done, which is also going to the time played. But yeah, I think those DLCs are good because it gives you actual more content, and it doesn't split like the community. Because the problem with Call of Duty DLC is when the game cycle is done and the next game is out, people who do have the DLC play with a whole different group than the people who do not have DLC. So it's way harder to find games. And
Is that so?
Yes. And there are 4 map packs, so it's basically split into 5 categories. People who, or 6, or actually a lot of them, because not everyone has every map pack, because there are people who do not have any, there are people who have all of them, there are people who have only 1, or only 2, or only 3, And those can be any combinations of map packs they have or do not have. So it gets split into very many groups of people who can play together, which is not as many as you would be able to play with when you do not have any of them or have all of
Oh,
them.
that's a bit stupid.
Yeah, because on Black Ops 2 I have one map pack and it's pretty much impossible to find even a team deathmatch game.
Wow.
And on Black Ops 3 I have all of them. I can find games easily. Not very easily. It takes a while, but when you do not have any map packs, I think that's the easiest. Maybe that's because World War II is the main game right now, but I don't know. I do not have any DLC for that. I also do not have any for Advanced Warfare, and I can find games easily on that as well because, yeah, I don't know. It's just annoying when the community gets split.
Yeah.
I think that's why games like Halo 5 and I guess Battlefront are doing a good thing by making it free for everyone. So people do not have to wait very long for games to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was talking for a while there. Does anyone have anything to say?
Not
Nope.
really.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we've rambled on for a long time now.
Yeah.
We're on like 40 minutes. Let's get one more topic in here and then I guess we
Yeah,
should
sure.
finish it off. Do you guys have any topics?
I actually don't really have anything.
I do
No.
have something, but I was gonna wait for Giraffael to join us with that. So I don't really wanna.
But we've been waiting for him like 5 weeks now.
Yeah,
We never
okay. I
really
guess
have
we can
time.
talk about it. Giraffael, if you're watching this, sorry. I don't know if you really care.
Is-
But
Isn't he in South Africa right now?
yes, he is. That's why he's probably not here. Otherwise, he could have joined. But that's okay. He's there for his birthday, so I hope he has a good time.
Yeah.
But he gave the topic of crossplay, which means people can play together if you're on either PC. Like, let me rephrase.
Yeah, right.
Like, crossplay means that you can play on
The
your
same
Xbox
game on different
with
consoles.
people. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
it is here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yes. That's exactly what it is. And what do you think of that?
Well,
It really depends on the game we're talking about. If it's a competitive game, like Overwatch or whatever, it gets really unfair
Yes.
if you play on different kind of console.
Yes, because the PC is very more precise with what you're doing.
well, with something, yes.
Yes, and the controls, like games with like League of Legends, you can play a lot easier on PC than like a console.
That-
as
And that's
we've-
why it's only released on PC. It's
Yes,
I don't
but there
know.
are other MOBAs though on console, like Guardians of Middle
there?
Earth is one, and it didn't really work well. Same with RTS games. I know there are a few ones which are good on PC, or I mean on console, but most of them are on PC because of the mouse, which is very
Precise.
yeah, very useful. But I think with more casual games, it's a good thing. Like games like I don't
Mario
know,
Kart.
But that's only released on one specific
I don't
console.
think. I guess you could say racing games.
Yeah.
Racing games in general. I guess that could work because.
Maybe
yeah,
the
I
one
guess-
and only FIFA.
FIFA. Oh my god.
But most story-esque based games maybe, or survival games as well.
But I guess story games aren't really.
Well,
multiplayer,
Minecraft?
though.
Well, you
I
do
don't
have
know.
a
No,
few.
I don't think Minecraft would work because it's just a better game on PC. I know they are doing some crossplay things, but the console version is just so annoying to work with to me. It's awful. I think the PC game is a lot better. I think
How
you
much better?
a lot, lol. I think you can play on tablets and your Xbox, I think. Not sure though, but
Yeah. That's correct.
I really don't like those versions. I think PC is just better. I have played it on PS3 at a friend's house, and I must say it's not really that great because controls. I think if a games get hindered too much by the controls, it just gets annoying to play.
Yeah.
And I think the controls on PC for Minecraft are pretty much as good as they can be, but on
Yeah.
the console it's just annoying. So yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, what?
Nothing.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So, any other games you would like to see have crossplay? Maybe like Rocket League would be a good one.
I'm
Well,
pretty
Need
sure that
for
already
Speed.
has crossplay.
Does it? Probably, I guess. Then,
Yes, yes, it does.
If you
There
say
is.
so.
I'm currently reading a list of games that have crossplay,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of why I said, "Whoa."
Any good ones?
Roblox.
Uh,
No, but there are games like Halo Wars 2 apparently has crossplay with Windows. And a few Final Fantasy games, Mortal Kombat, Dragon Quest.
Whoa! Dragon Quest Builders? I want to play that game. I'm hyped.
No, Dragon Quest Heroes.
Fuck! Okay.
Rip.
But there are a lot of kind of story-based games like the Halo Wars 2, which isn't specifically story-based, and Final Fantasy that are crossplay.
A lot of them are Xbox and Windows. That's
Yeah,
probably
that's
because they're both
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Yeah,
Some of them are Wii U and 3DS, I see. Which is pretty cool.
there are a few, but there's a very limited amount of Wii U games. There is Monster Hunter, one of them, and Dragon Quest.
Wow! There was crossplay in the days of Dreamcast, bro.
Seriously?
Yeah, there were Quake 3 Arena was crossplay with Dreamcast and PC. That's kind of cool. 3x3 or 4x4 Evolution, also the Dreamcast and PC. That's kind of cool, but this is all discontinued though.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, that's kind of cool.
okay.
Would you guys like to see any games that do have crossplay?
Well, most of the games I personally play don't really have different consoles.
Oh.
Like I play a lot of Pokemon and League of Legends, which are only on one console and or PC.
Maybe they can make a Pokemon game crossplay on 3DS and Switch.
Maybe we'll see that in the future. Like we don't know anything about the new Switch game, so
Or two different games which could kind of like work together. Kind of like the Sonic Adventure and Sonic Advance games.
maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Well,
I think we're kind of had our talk, said what we wanted to say.
yeah.
I think
absolutely.
that this is kind of the end of the episode. Shortest one yet.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah, it's only on 40 something minutes right now.
Well,
Well,
what
it's getting
is this?
really hard to think of new topics that people would actually listen to if they even listen to what we've done before.
Yeah,
I highly doubt.
Yeah, so guys, if you have any topics we haven't talked about yet, or if you want to have us elaborate more on things we said in the past, leave it in the comments down below.
Comment section. Yes.
Yes, that would really help us with new topics, because it's pretty hard to think of new ones. We're probably going to do some podcasts which are not really gaming focused, but still.
So those are still prototypes. We don't really know if we want to do them.
Yes, we'll
And-
see.
And maybe we don't even do it on this channel, but we'll create a new channel specifically for.
Well, I don't
That
know
in the
about
group?
that.
Well, we were discussing that.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're thinking about doing something like that, I guess, where it's all, nothing is sure yet.
Whoa, are we hearing spoilers?
Well, we've discussed the same thing earlier
Oh yeah.
in the latest podcast we said we wanted to do stuff about how to call it, the paranormal maybe.
Oh yes, the paranormal. I still want to do videos on that. Not on that.
On that, yeah.
Yes.
The fuck?
Sorry about that.
What the actual hell just
I
happened?
don't know.
But
Stop.
I have to stop, bro. Oh my god.
Please.
Okay. But yes, the paranormal. We still want to make videos on that. I personally want to make more videos of actually doing things with that, like going somewhere, doing some Ouija board, trying those things, more than just talking about it. So maybe talking about it videos will be on a separate channel. We haven't talked about it enough, I think. But those things are kind of still in development here at in our Discord chat.
We don't know what's
Dum,
gonna
dum,
happen, and we don't
dum.
exactly know what's gonna happen. There's
Yeah,
still
but I'm just saying, the world might end. So just prepare for that.
Whoa.
we kind of hope it will happen soon, but we also kind of don't.
Da, da, da.
Yes, I didn't hear that. My headset unplugged.
It wasn't that important.
Okay. just screamed my address or something.
Well, I don't even know that, so I don't think that's gonna be the case.
It is said beep.
Okay,
Uh,
agreed.
so that's what's kind of going on here. So you might see those in the future. We haven't really looked at places yet or something we could go, like abandoned things. We also want to do that. That would be kind of cool. But I first need a camera. That's like number one. I need.
Well,
you can
we also need to be able to do that without getting arrested.
There are some places I've researched already.
Well, I have to call some friends, but maybe I will get something arranged.
We don't
About
want to
it.
get stabbed.
Man, are you talking about some places we could go to, or?
No. What are you talking about?
Like abandoned places we could go to, and it's scary and spooky and stuff for a video.
No, of course not.
He's trying to get us killed, is what he's trying.
Yeah, okay. Definitely don't follow people named Ruben.
Thanks for that. Now you will have probably a lot of Rubens hating on your channel.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and that
not the
would
DJ
probably
Ruben
be
army.
a lot.
Not the DJ Ruben army.
Yeah.
So yeah. I guess that's it. We still got like 50 minutes now, so I guess that's kind of an average podcast. I hope
Well,
you
what-
guys enjoyed. The last bit, as usual, got a bit out of hand, but yeah.
Look
Always.
forward to changing subjects in the future and other fun projects, like maybe the paranormal, or maybe we'll leave a comment if you have something completely different you want us to do.
Leave
Or
some of
talk
your
about-
funny, scary, paranormal stories in the comments if you have any. We might read them in the next one and say what we think about it or how we think about it. Maybe that could be a good idea. You guys leave some comments about experiences, and then we
All the
review
5
it.
viewers.
Yeah, all the 5 viewers. Just leave something there if you want to. And if there's nothing, then I guess there's nothing. But I still hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like
And
if you did.
No, but like I want to ask, how do we will know if people actually watched the full video?
You can
If
check
you
watch
watched
time.
until here, comment. What should they comment? Comment fucking
Baked potatoes are fun.
sure.
What he
Comment
said.
that. So comment that if you've watched until here. Thank you if you watched until here, because it's a long time. And like I said, leave some of your paranormal experiences in the comments. We'll read them in the next one, and if there's nothing, we'll just talk about a different topic. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to these guys and myself in the description down below. Yeah, I guess bye guys.
And I will see you guys in the next video.